So good morning to Facebook and YouTube live audience. We are into our 21st live pharma coalition and the time is 11 a.m. So let's have the countdown begin. So once again, welcome to the live audience to Live Pharma Coalition. Live Pharma Coalition, as you know, is an initiative where we impart knowledge with a mission to inspire people and enhance knowledge on various pharmaceutical functions of pharma industry. This is the value-based passion, teamwork, collaboration, and our goal is to build elite pharma community across pharmaceuticals. We have eminent speakers from various departments, R&D, quality control, digital, sales, QA, operations, academics, HR, PM, finance, marketing, and analytics. So these are the speakers, eminent speakers who join us from various departments. And Live Pharma Coalition, the success is because of its live audience. Live audience, we have on an average 100 live audience joining us, and the viewership of Live Pharma Coalition within a week is 4,000. So Live Pharma Coalition, the disclaimer is a non-profit initiative having no commercial view intent. Views expressed by speakers, panelists, moderators are their individual opinions based on their experience and having no concern with their organization or Live Pharma Coalition. As you know, Live Pharma Coalition is a team effort initiated by Raman Marke, Yashwant, ICS Verma, and myself. As I rightly said, till now, this is the longest series of Live Pharma Coalition on a platform which is digital. And the success is all goes to you. Continue viewing Live Pharma Coalition and subscribe to get the update of knowledge in the pharmaceutical industry from our eminent speakers. Today also, we have eminent speakers across different functions. To introduce my eminent speaker, I have along with me my co-panelist, which is ICS Verma. Moderator is Raman Marke and Yashwant Mishra. So with this, I will request my co-panelist, ICS Verma, to introduce the speakers.
Yeah, thank you, Vinod, and welcome all of you. Today, to have a straight talk with us, we have eminent leaders from the industry. Arun sir, Subhashish Das Gupta, and Dr. Hariharan, Dr. Hari Natarajan. Yeah. So Arun sir is an MBA from Delhi, and he is very known as a people manager, because I still remember when he was in Cipla, he started his career in 98 in Delhi as a medical representative. And then he has been into Vitalis, and that was a cardiac task force at that time. And then he moved into respiratory in head office. And from there, he now grown as a senior vice president in Indichemi, a subsidiary of Alchem Lab. So with his rich experience, he has been always stood with the teams and developed many leaders in the industry. So welcome you, Arun sir.
Thank you very much. First of all, I must thank Live Pharma Coalition for calling me to this stage and share my views. Thank you very much to all of you. Let me start the talk with saying that challenges and opportunities coexist. And as we all understand that this pandemic is perhaps one of the biggest challenges that mankind has faced. If we see in our generation, in our lifetimes, this is the worst challenge that we have faced as a mankind. So the first thing that comes to when you say challenges to mankind, so the first thing that comes to is safety. Now, when we say safety, safety starts with your own safety, safety of a family, safety of your market, safety of your business, safety of your customer, safety of your channel. See, it goes from one end to the another end. Now, I'll just first hop on the challenges that we are facing. The first challenge is the fear that has come into mind. First challenge is to overcome that fear. When I say fear, fear is required because it is a challenge which is making us in such a situation. But at the same time, we need to understand that we have to face it. We have to overcome it. And we know definitely we will overcome it. So there comes precautions. Now, the challenges that starts from when you start from your home, the first challenge is your communication. When communication, I'm saying there is two communication. One, how you move out in a market, which is really creating a fearsome environment. You see lonely streets. You see people who used to be interactive. I think last 6 months I have not seen anybody hugging each other, which was a common sight from morning. When you wake up after your tea and come out of your house, you start meeting people, greeting people, and handshakes and hugging was the two most way of exchanging your pleasure. So I have not seen last 6 months hugging anybody. See situation mankind is in. Now, when it comes to pharma industry, the 2-3 things have changed a lot. It has changed the dynamics. It has changed the customer classification. It has changed the channel. You will understand that there was a lockdown. Lockdown led to restriction in transportation. When I say transportation of human being, transportation of goods. It affected entire supply chain. The supply chain, when I say stockists, chemists, their control. See, when a market exists, there are four part of a market exist together: marketeer, the customer, the opinion leader, and the channel partner. All the 4 situations have changed. Customer and all of us, I mean, when I say all of us, all the 4 partners are in that fear mode. Everybody is trying to cope with this situation and trying to come out of these challenges. In pharma industry, when we start, the first thing that starts with the day is your call. When you start your call plan, that's the first thing that we do in a pharma industry. Now, when we start, we don't know who are going to meet today, who are the doctors who will not be available, how people will react to me meeting him. The same person who used to see us, call us, have a tea, sit, discuss, has stopped because has been forced to maintain that 6-foot distance, what we call in now social distancing. And pharma, and when I say pharma people and doctors, the relation is very, it has to be very interactive. It needs a connect. The connect has become a big problem now. Now, I understand we have a co-panelist who will highlight the issue of how pharma company will be coping up to create the connect. But the biggest problem that today I think pharma people are facing is connect. Whether it is a connect with a doctor, connect with even chemists, passing your communication has become difficult. I recall around 7-8 years, digital communication started in the industry, but still it is at a very, I will say, initial stage. many a company like the company I belong to, we still depend a lot on our traditional way of communication, where we use visual, where we use leave behind as a major part of promotional input. And that is how we talk to our customer, how we try to pass on our communication to them. Now, passing on, leaving anything, leaving any material at somebody else's table has become difficult, has become offensive. We have to change that. We have to face that, and still we have to connect with them. Situation has changed into a virtually upside down when we say market. Same person where I had a market of a particular amount has gone into a different mode, because number of customer or number of patients he used to see has stopped seeing now. The people who see, this is where comes how to strategize, and people are strategizing to face this challenge. We have we in our company has always been a principle following rich more, rip more, means cover the more, you will get more. I think this to maintain at this juncture has become a big challenge. But I still advocate for the same, because unless you do that, you will not be able to get into, because our industry is a very cutthroat competitive industry, and we are all into branded generic business. So basically we are not into a monopoly sort of business. So our business depends on the everyday effort that we put into. Responses of your customer now depends. See, there are two parts of it. I was just talking to some of friend, and they say, people who have a good relation, who are into a good experience in field, has a good connect with doctors, and hence are able to defend their business. I do agree. I agree to an extent. But at the same time, I still believe that younger people has still a chance to manage this by their following a principle of rich more, rip more. We need to support them. We need to ensure how can we or what type of strategy we ensure that we create the connect between our customer and the marketeer. The most I will say the challenges that has become is even creating the input and ensuring that it reaches to people whom it helps in connecting the customer. That has become a further challenge. I think Dr. Hari will share the data. I will come to know the branded, which was a big brand, and the company who has a strong distribution channel, who can make their product availability better, are reaching the dividends. Yeah, it is they are reaping the benefit dividend like anything. But at the same time, people who are ready to face these challenges, because all of a sudden in this 6 months, a new face of a young doctor has come up, who has become core, or who has become super core of the territory. So there come the opportunity. So I'll say again, this is a situation where we are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible. You're audible.
Audible, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So what I'll say is, this is a challenge. We certainly will overcome it.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'll just say, let us stick to our basic
Yes,
is keep your precaution on. With the precaution, let us save your create a safety of yourself, safety of your market, safety of your customer, safety of your channel. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Really good insight you have given is current situation. In a very briefly, you have described the scenario, sir. Right from beginning, you told fear factor is there prevailing in the market. That is everyone has realized there is a fear factor which is prevailing in the market, right? Everyone is afraid and uncertainty is there. Then there is a change in mindset. All the four component of pharma marketing right from customer, right from marketeers and channel partners, as well as the patient. All these four components, they have fear factor, their mindset is changed and the orientation is changed. Customer is also, customer means doctors are facing lot of challenges in dealing with the patients. COVID-19 patients wearing PPE kit, and same time they have to manage their stress level. Marketeers are unable to decide what to do in this situation, what inputs they can give, because social distancing is there and meeting the doctor is the challenge. Channel partners, they don't know what inventory they have to maintain, what to do with the dump stock. And the patients, they are afraid in going to the doctors. Only COVID-19 patients are going to the doctor. Other patients, the cold surgeries are on hold. All the routine patients, they are trying to take the help of telemedicine, not going to the doctor. These are the challenges. Then you told that everyday field person's challenges, they starts with a doctor call, and that is a challenge. They don't know how many doctors they will get, and whether they will be able to hit their number or not. And the biggest problem, as you told, is connect with the doctor is the challenge. Many of the senior people who are already having good relationship with the doctor, they are able to revive their basic business. But according to you, young people also can be supported by us so that they can build relation and they can get the business. That is what. And the need of the hour is to support the young generation, and so that they are able to get some digital medium. You also highlighted, sir, that digital, there is lot of talk about digital, lot of talk is happening, but in the ground level, digital is in a nascent stage. In the small and medium pharma company, it is in a nascent stage. Lot of work have to be done. So thank you very much, sir. Good insight you have given. I would like to go to ICS Verma, sir, to introduce our second speaker, Subhasis Da, so that we can take opinion of Subhasis Da. ICS Verma, sir, unmute your mic.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you, Arun sir. Yeah. So my second speaker here is none other than Subhashish Da. We always used to call him as a brother because I still remember when I was in CTF. That was the first name of cardio task force in Tripla as a cardiology division, and he was in marketing, and he was the man who is behind the entire revamp of the division. Like he since the branding, and then branding of Vitalis, and then the launch of many great brands like Ditor, and we always enjoyed his insight, marketing insights. And apart from that, he was also very crucial in digitalization way back in 2014, where Cipla introduced laptops in the market, because that was the time only people used to carry the paper, the visual aids. So Cipla was the one which was one of the Indian companies which introduced laptops at the time. There were a lot of challenges, and he was very successful in making that transformation. And apart from that, he also had been into, he was a BU head in Panacea Biotech, a flagship division of Glycid. And currently he's the MD and the founder of Vitabolic, cardiometabolic disorder division. And he has been a role model to many of the young marketing and sales teams. Welcome, Subhashish. Can you please, share your thoughts on the topic today?
Thanks, IC, for such a nice introduction. Am I audible first?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're audible.
Okay, fine. First of all, thanks to Life Pharma Coalition for inviting me. This is a very nice initiative. I think I've been told that the audience are people from the sales and marketing people from the pharma industry, as well as a lot of MBA and biotech students who are looking for pursuing a career in the pharma industry. So I think to cut short, welcome all the audience, and my respect to my first mentor in pharma industry, Mr. Arun Kumar, and Dr. Hari Natarajan, with whom I have shared a long relationship in the sales and marketing. Let me connect from where Arun sir has left, is that the fear factor that is happening for the last 6 months and nobody is aware when this fear is going to go off. Currently, I was reading a very interesting article where they're talking about a CLDF syndrome. What is a CLDF syndrome? It is the COVID lockdown fatigue syndrome. The COVID lockdown fatigue syndrome people are suffering from. People are frustrated, and they are now, I can see people going on the roads like how they used to go 6 months back, as if nothing has happened. Please, please, please remember, COVID is still there. COVID is still there. So we have to be on our guards. We have to have pay respect to the new normals, like wearing a mask, carrying a sanitizer, maintaining social distance. Yet we have to fulfill our job responsibilities because पेट का सवाल है. Ultimately, we have to work to earn our salaries, and we have to run our families. We have our social commitments. We have our family responsibility. तो हम घर पे नहीं बैठ सकते इतने दिन से. Already 6 महीने घर पे बैठा हुआ है. From this fear, let me connect to another fear which is currently happening in the pharma industry. There's a lot of fear in the sales team, in the marketing team about losing job. Please let me re-emphasize, as an entrepreneur of a company, every company values a good employee, an efficient employee, a productive employee. So people who are efficient, people who are productive, people who contributes daily to the company, I would rather say any company would be a fool to retrench such type of an employee, because such employees are an asset to an organization. I always believe it's the employees who run the company. We give them a direction, but they are the executionists. They are the people who actually drive the revenues of the company, right? So please remember, if you are productive, if you are efficient, if you are capable to handle sales and revenues under these new challenges of COVID, then your job is secured. Nobody is going to touch you, because there are two fears which are going hand by hand. The fear कि मेरे को COVID ना हो जाए, the fear मेरा नौकरी ना चला जाए. This is a big challenge today. In fact, it's not a question of pharma industry, it's a question of every industry today. कि मेरे को COVID ना हो जाए, yet मेरे को नौकरी ना खो जाए. Right? So so how do we save? How do we come out of this fear of not losing? The thing is, every day, talk to yourself, revise your basics, connect with your customers by either physically or digitally, so that you continue to generate revenues. Because remember, pharma industry, as per data which will be shared by Hari, Dr. Hari, even during the COVID period, pharma industry is the only industry which has grown. And specifically within the pharma industry, segments like cardio, diabetes, even nutraceuticals. Nutraceutical is something which has really come up in terms of the Ayurvedic preparations, the herbal preparations, the immunity boosters, and also there are a lot of scope for the pharma industry. And because हमेशा एक चीज हम हमेशा ध्यान रखते हैं कि ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि till the time there is mankind, there would be some or the other sort of a disease, so there would be need of medicines. And that is why we play an important pillar in building the society, in keeping the society healthy. We carry a big responsibility in our hand. So that's how we need to go about. Coming to from the startup point of view, as well as from the head office point of view, I think the biggest challenge today is a well synchronized and planned way of working. Gone are the days where HO says, I have done something, you have to now execute. Sales says, it has not come on time. No, everything has to be the sales, the marketing, the planning department, the procurement department, the R&D department, everybody has to work hand in hand, because that's the biggest challenge today in COVID. Because माल बन गया, but कम से कम 15 से 20 दिन लग जाएगा. So ultimately, what sales would say that sir, the product was not available. No, 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 no. We cannot go like that. The sales, the marketing, the head office team, the planning team has to at least have a 45 days prior planning so that there is no shortages of products in the market. Because remember, ultimately, we may be losing the sales, but we carry the responsibility of saving lives of patients. So that we cannot afford medicines to be not available in the market. Here, the sales team, the marketing team, and the planning and R&D team has to play a very synchronized role so that there is a proper planning of medicines that are continuously being supplied. I'll tell you a very common example when remdesivir or favipiravir, I don't want to take any because the planning and the requirement, actual demand in the market, there was a huge gap. There was a huge gap in the planning and the actual requirement. So this is a classic example. We need to plan well in advance. The next, which I would talk about is, which Arun sir has said, that coming out of the traditional work mode, carrying the bag, going to the doctor's clinic, greeting him, demanding prescriptions, it is a big challenge today. Because my personal experience last month, when I have personally gone to Delhi and worked in the field, I have seen that almost 50% of the regular doctors are not practicing, or they, even if they are practicing, medical reps are not allowed, because they are, there is a common belief that is there in the market that medical reps or pharma company people are going from hospital to hospital, from clinic to clinic. So they are a potential carrier of this COVID virus. So as a precautionary measures, doctors are not meeting. So how do we connect with our customers? Because we have to generate the sales, we have to maintain the revenues. Otherwise, it would be very difficult for the pharma industry to survive if we break this connect with our customers. So here comes the role of digitalization, which ICI was mentioning. That was way back, not in 2013 IC, it was in 2007, 2008, when we launched the laptop project in Cipla. So digitalization, actually speaking, today is, I think this is the right term is phygital working. Phygital means physical with digital, right? Wherever there is a chance of physical, yes, connect with the customer through physical. Wherever there is a chance of a digital, connect the customer with digital. So the time has come for all of us to become phygital. And in this phygital, the marketing team plays a very crucial role. Because they have to handheld the sales team. Because remember, sales guys only knows कि मेरे को धंधा लाना है, मेरे को target करना है. They are not aware of the high-tech mode of the digital platform. So the marketing team has to handheld the sales team in this respect, in teaching them, in guiding them, how they can connect. And another thing in this digital medium is we have to come out of another challenge that is lying in the digital within 6 months, which has come, is a digital fatigue syndrome, that is DFS. Because a lot of webinars are happening, lot of WhatsApp messages. I have seen many doctors today are requesting, please don't bombard us with product reminders. There are doctors who have formed groups of pharma where I have been a part, and they are saying the doctor is requesting that please har subah apna brand reminder mat bhejo. So that's a challenge again. That's again a challenge, because then अगर हम फिजिकली नहीं मीट कर पा रहे, अगर डॉक्टर व्हाट्सएप भेजने के लिए मना कर रहे, तो हम कनेक्ट कैसे करें? Remember why doctors are suffering from digital fatigue syndrome is because we are bombarding them with things which are of interest to us but not interest to them. We have to understand कि डॉक्टर्स का इंटरेस्ट कहां पे है. अगर सिंपल सी बात है, हम डॉक्टर्स को आज के डेट में जो चल रहे हैं, ये सुशांत वाला रिपोर्ट भेजते हैं, he is not interested. Similarly, we have to understand his profile, what is his interest. So customer profiling is very important. यहीं पे जो हम लोग 2007 जब हम लोग डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म लॉन्च किए थे सिप्ला में, at that time we were talking about this customer profiling. We need to understand what is the taste of the customer, what is the interest of the customer, and accordingly design a digital package for him so that he finds it useful, then he is not going to suffer from a fatigue syndrome. Please remember, two people are not same. So similarly, how can two doctors be same? Just because they are doctors, they cannot be same. Everybody has their own mutual interest. So rather than bombarding them with your brand reminders, if I know a doctor is interested in cars, if I know a so-and-so doctors is interested in music, if I know so-and-so doctors are interested in XYZ, so let me send him some article, interesting articles via WhatsApp. They will definitely accept. And they would immediately connect with you. Don't forget, don't feel that कि doctors को पता नहीं होगा कि मेरा बड़ा करके मेरा brand होने से ही doctors को, yes, so maybe 5%, 10%, but remember, doctors are very intelligent. That remember, if you are continuous and consistent with such type of digital packages, they immediately start connecting. अच्छा ये company मेरे को मेरा interest का finance है तो मेरे finance वाला चीज भेज रहा है. ये company अच्छा ये इसको पता है कि मेरा car, they connect immediately. They start connecting. Rather than just sending brand reminders through WhatsApp, what will happen? He will select delete. जैसे एक जमाना में होता था, we used to keep lots of LBLs in doctor's table. Ultimately, all of us know the lifespan of those LBLs were only 10 to 15 seconds. The moment you leave out, it goes down the drain. Until and unless it's a research paper, it's a new trial report. See, connect with that. What made the doctor retain our LBL was something very interesting, which is of his use, rather than just a brand reminder card. So similarly, digital package has to be designed in that way. That's the challenge of the marketing, to understand that I cannot just send a XYZ message to our team and send, okay. There would be some general messages like Happy Durga Puja, Happy Dashera and all those things, that's accepted, but not regularly. Then he will definitely suffer from digital fatigue syndrome. So that's a big challenge for all of us. The major focus now should be proper planning and working together of head office and field, shifting our focus from physical to phygital, and a way of working which makes the digital platform interesting for the customer, individualization of digital content so that he finds interest. And as a startup company also, remember, whether it's a startup company or it's an established company, always remember, every employee is important to an organization, provided the employee is also productive, the employee is also efficient, and the employee is also committed towards organizational goals. So that's how we need to work towards. That's how the challenge today, how we can develop such an environment without, because remember, today we cannot go and meet. क्या होता था पहले? Okay, we call for a team meeting in Delhi. The HO team takes a flight, goes to Delhi, deliver a talk, do motivation and all those things. Sorry, gone are those days. Because even flights, you have to be very careful. Even traveling intercity, you have to be careful. There are so many cities where today you have to go for a 7 days quarantine. So just for a 1-day meeting, you cannot afford to go for a 7 days quarantine. So how sitting at HO, the marketing team or the HO team plays the role, that same role which he used to play, and handheld the team from a transformation from a physical promotion to a phygital promotion, and making the environment interesting for our end customer, that is the doctors. I think I'll pause here and we can discuss the same after hearing from Dr. Hari. Over
Thank
to the
you. Thank you very much, Subhashita. Really, you have given a good spectrum. Actually, you have touched each aspect of the spectrum in today's scenario, and lot of appreciation coming for you in the Facebook. So before I go to recognition and third speaker, let me give a brief take home what we were able to capture about from your insight. Just like Arun sir has told about fear of field work, you have given two components of the fear: fear of COVID-19 and fear of losing a job. Both the components are prevailing. Very rightly you told, this is the two fears people are having currently. And one very good term you have given, CLDF, that is COVID long down fatigue syndrome, right? That is what is prevailing not only in pharma. Everyone who is going to the field, who is going to the market, that is having suffering from this syndrome. We have to find out some regimen for this syndrome, and you have suggested, recommended how to come out of this fear. Revise your basic, very, very important. If you want to come out of the basics, we have to revise our basics, and then we have to find out, explore opportunities to connect with the doctor, sometimes physical, sometimes digital, both the ways. So don't think only digital is possible. As Arun sir told, digital, there is a nascent stage. Digital is in a nascent stage. So don't ignore the physical. Wherever possible, connect with the customer through physical. Wherever possible, use the digital medium to connect. But connect is very, very important. Then you told that there is a very big need of collaboration. Collaboration across functions is the need of the hour. Supply chain, production, marketing, sales, finance, everyone have to collaborate, and planning and strategizing is very, very important. You gave another very good term, DFS, digital fatigue syndrome. So doctors, pharma executives, marketers, everyone throughout the day, they are sitting in front of the laptop and doing webinar, review meeting, everything. So most of them are fed up of this digital also, right? Although it is the only way connection is possible, but what to do? There is a limit to that also. And then you have given a take-home message that focus, collaborative approach, planning, digital, and that is all. Digital connect is the need of the hour. Once again, thank you very much, Subhashita. A really good insight you have given. Lot of appreciation. I will not go to appreciation, but few people who have appreciated. That is, Shalini Setti has said that digital is a new term you have coined, and it is really very relevant. And Deepak Loyalka is remembering your attorney session you used to take. So thank you very much, Deepak sir and Shalini, for recognition. And I will go to IC Verma sir for the next speaker. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashwant and Subhashish. So now, I have a pleasure inviting one of the more main important, the speaker of the session, who is he's a master and doctor in analytics. So I welcome Dr. Hari Natarajan. He is an alumni of OLPS High School. Hari completed his Bachelor of Chemical Engineering from Mumbai University, and was a topper in the batch of MBA Marketing Management from Bharati Vidya Bhavan Institute of Science and Management and Sciences, Kolkata, and equipped with a doctorate for excellence in the field of management from Young Scientist University, USA, and Doctor of Letters in Pharma Management from UET, USA. And Hari is a result-oriented, customer-centric, and highly qualified professional with a robust experience of 18 plus years in the healthcare sector. And his main areas of expertise lies in the leading marketing operations, conducting extensive market research, providing innovative solutions, and providing consultancy to develop potent business strategies affecting process improvement and driving profitability. So Dr. Hari has started his career in brand management as a brand executive, and then he moved into as an associate director in AIOCD, AVAX, and he has been associated with organizations like Abbott, Panacea Biotech, Tablets India, and IQVIA during his career. And he loves to interact with students, and most of his papers has been published in the pharma industry and journals, and printed across many leading print media. So his dream of becoming an entrepreneur started a year back when he started his own startup, Pronto Consult, which is giving services to India, Nepal, UAE for analytics and market research. Yeah, welcome, Dr. Hari.
Thank you so much for a wonderful talking about me, and definitely thank you to the Life Pharma Coalition for taking me as a speaker. And I'm sure that whatever I will be able to add may add value to the people who are viewing it and in the future as well. And also, as Mr. Subhashish also said, that yes, I was reporting to him. So it's a dream come true that I had reported to him, and my boss and I am on the same panel today. So it's a great achievement for me, I would say, from that perspective. So going to all the discussion that we had, and definitely it was a August gathering through Mr. Arun Kumar and Mr. Subhashish, who spoke a lot about the pharma industry. and also the kind of challenges and the kind of intricacies that pharma is going through. I would start off my presentation now, and before I started, is it viewable?
Yes.
Yes, yes, visible.
So definitely, I would talk about in one way is that pharma market is one of the best markets that has been there, as even told by Mr. Subhashish. In spite of the COVID lockdown, yes, there has been ups and downs in the pharma market, but the same thing also pharma fought back when there was in the past when there was FDCs and also the demonetization, and every time the pharma market has really fought up, and I'm sure that this time also the pharma will fight up and keep up with expectations. As we saw, predominantly the percentage of categories of the brands that we saw was predominantly immunity boosters and nutraceuticals, which clearly dominated the sales of purchases from a customer perspective. Not leaving out the fact that even molecules like rosuvastatin, atorvastatin, and telmisartan and amlodipine of the world also saw a major category in the molecules today, which was not to the same extent as we would have seen in the anti-diabetic market. And predominantly, when we saw that, we saw that there was a lowdown in terms of people who were reporting new diabetes. So the new prescriptions actually got settled down in terms of anti-diabetic market, but not in the case of cardiology, and which we saw there was nearly 15% of the brands in a prescription, in a bill that a retailer had, it had cardiac brands in it. Also, 87% of the consumers purchased nutritional drinks, which was not the case in the pre-COVID era, which was predominantly, it include chocolate-based drinks, it include whey protein drinks, or even particles like haldi doodh and probiotic drinks and coconut water was being picked up by the consumers. And this is one of a changing mindset of the consumers who believed in more of nutraceuticals and immunity kind of products that the patient wanted or the consumer wanted. If I break the stage of the COVID era into 5 stages, I would say it in this way, where I would say that the stage 1 was pre-COVID. These are the 5 stages which I say pre-COVID. March last week, just because the first lockdown was announced. Then we saw the April and May stage, which was the stage 3, and stage 4 would be the June and July stage. And the stage 5 would be the predominantly last month. I would also take into account September as soon as the market, we understand from a market perspective. But if you see across the 5 stages, if you see, there has been a change in the percentage of bills of the consumers buying of products. If you see in the pre-COVID era, we saw a lot of heart-related, blood sugar, lipid brands, joints and bone-related products, and even nutraceuticals being picked up by the consumers. But as it moved on in the stem of different stages, it moved to more of hand sanitizers, masks, liquid soaps, immunity boosting products, and so on. And in the last 2 stages, if you see in the month of June and 5, that is June to August, hand sanitizers and immunity really ruled it. But heart-related products also was present in 79% of the bills that I would see. And when we went and met some doctors, we also found out that there has been increase in the stress-related syndrome, predominantly leading to high blood pressure amongst a lot of people. This is predominantly being at home, and as the new term coined by Mr. Subhashish, that's one of the critical reasons for it. 200% increase in social media by the healthcare providers, which was predominantly used to connect patients and also with pharma companies. There was nearly 43% drop in new prescriptions, predominantly in diabetes, gastro, pain, respiratory ailments. That was predominantly in the acute category, with diabetes being an exception in the chronic space. But what was also interesting, as Sir also had pointed out, that there was a 46% retailers said that the consumers preferred brands which is already established in the market. So probably a Revital H or a Zincovit type of products, which is on the top of the mind of the consumer in terms of zinc preparations and nutraceuticals, saw an upward trend in terms of the consumers per se. Even there was a 76% drop, which was for non-COVID related symptoms, whereas we saw that for the COVID related symptoms, doctors either did through a telecall or through a call. It happened first, and then the consumers, the patients, if required, had gone to the chambers per se. Also, in terms of the consumer insights, what also came up strikingly was there was a Google search. If you talk about, there was a 350% increase for the search of immunity in the metros, not only in the metros, but also in the interior parts of the country. And this we saw even in places like Tanjore or Niramangalam or places like Raipur, not even the key metros, but not like Bombay, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad, but also the interior places we saw that the consumers were picking up and also talking about immune system, immunity, endurance, nicotinamide, zinc, and so on. And predominantly, if we saw this slide, which talks about that graph, which talks about how the immunity booster has picked up in the pre-COVID era and in the new normal era. Major country in which immunity booster was searched was definitely India, followed by UAE and Singapore. And within India, it was Secunderabad, Allahabad, and places like Ghaziabad, Patna, even Thane and Bangalore saw an increase in spike of searches across India per se. Now coming to the conditions which was experienced by the people, and one of the key things that came about was predominantly in the earlier part of the pre-COVID era, it was always used to be on the heart-related ailments or blood pressure. But what now came up, because we have spent more time at home, so it was predominantly, if you see, 31% of the patients, consumers said they were high blood pressure due to the stress-related, which was predominantly because of undue number of meetings which we had at home, or also because of the stress and trauma which we had gone through when we were doing not only in terms of work related things but also household related items per se. 53% of the people said that they had a sleep disorder and they would not be able to sleep, and they got up at undue time. Say somebody got up at 4 p.m., somebody got up at 7 a.m. The cycle actually changed, and that's also related to a lot of people complaining about insomnia from a market perspective. Then we had 54% of the patients, consumers saying about low back pain. Then apart from that, there were anxiety, dry eyes. Since we are now sitting in front of the computer for a long period of time, dry eyes as a major indication came up. And we also saw a lot of consumers picking up products for dry eyes perspective. And one point that Mr. Subhashis has already talked about, and is definitely that 63% of the doctors said that they wanted a mix of physical and digital, that is now the phygital perspective. And 79% of the doctors said that they do not want it to be cluttered with too many messages or too much content. They wanted very specific content, which was mobile friendly, which they could see it at their convenience, and they want a customized reporting, and they didn't want any thorough detailing which has to be sent up on WhatsApp, because doctors also received a lot of detailing as a video messages also. So we just said that we don't want it. We remember the brands. It's that the companies wants to keep us in touch. That's very good. But let's have a mix of both a physical and a digital, and the content which is more unique and which is friendly to us. One of the things that also came up in terms of phygital was that 61% of the doctors wanted to have a local language accessibility in the content. It was predominantly in English or probably in Hindi, but a lot of companies or a lot of doctors, HCPs, wanted that it has to be a little bit customized to the local language which they can understand, and also if required they can even share it with their patients per se. 83% of the doctors did not want it to be on a broadcast list on a WhatsApp, because WhatsApp has been used up, and I think WhatsApp as a word now has become very, very humongous with our industry right now. And so they didn't want to be on a broadcast list because they are getting so many WhatsApp messages, and then the question comes, doctor, did you see my message? So they are not able to even understand which message that the consumer is talking about or the rep is talking about. So they wanted something which is unique, which has to be, they are open to the online medium, but they wanted such kind of things to be taken care of. So in hindsight, and in terms of, if I saw about a different thing, 4 things that clearly come out is customer engagement. Yes, face-to-face meetings would be restricted, at least even in this quarter, or probably till the time vaccine is coming up. However, in future, we need to encompass both a physical and a digital, because physical 100% cannot go out and 100% digital cannot come in. It has to be a mix of both. Second important aspect is supply chain. Yes, supply chain is increasingly becoming a very critical aspect for delivery, and e-pharmacies are using this in a very big way. And even we saw latestly where Roche Diagnostics has tagged up with PharmEasy for their SMBG. I think that's something that we would see going forward. Access and affordability is also becoming a critical aspect. I think Government of India is also taking up a lot of this, but even class 1 towns and beyond are becoming an important role in this. And flexibility and adaptability, yes, we have to be more flexible and adaptable to the new normal, that what we call about like work from home culture. Digital adoption may also lead where HR is going to play a very critical role in the future. And definitely last but not the least is nutritional and immunity products. Yes, we might see a lot of new launches of this categories in the coming months, which we are seeing and which we will continue to see. Like for example, one of the most sought out combination if it's coming out is a combination of vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D in the market per se. So that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity to have a word with so many of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hari. It was really insightful. You'll be surprised to know it is just like power-packed capsule you have given to us. Our viewers are really mesmerized to see your presentations. A lot of appreciation have come. So they say this Life Pharma Coalition is the best platform for learning. If so much information you can give them in just 10 minutes is really wonderful, wonderful. And that too you have given the infographics also, right? So really we are fortunate to have you in this forum, and thank you very much for giving insight. Although I cannot do a recap of everything, just take home message, I will just reiterate that take home message that is really insightful. And that is very important is 43% drop in prescription in acute and diabetes. It is acute as well as diabetes. 46% of OTC brands on top are there, just like Revital and Ginkgo Vital in the top of the mind of people. They are saying 93% was the face-to-face consultation pre-COVID area, but now it is drastically down. That is what people should know. And initially, when lockdown started, the 5 phases you have given: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 5. 5 phases you have given, and the phase 1, if you see, immediately the cardiac were very high, cardio diabetes were high, but in phase 2 after the April May there was a drastic down in cardiac and diabetes scenario, and the nutraceutical face masks, sanitizer, they have boomed up. And now and according to your analysis, the phase 4 5 stage, last stage of COVID-19, what we are observing is, again, because of the stress, because of the anxiety and insomnia, the cardiac element and diabetes are also coming up very, 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 very high. Yes, yes, please, you want to.
One point to add to what you said was also the fact that a lot of consumers or patients bought bulk in advance before the first lockdown. And so that continued for 30 to 40 days. And then subsequently, the next month saw a dip. And then we saw again picking up. So that's a trend which has been witnessed in the chronic space.
Wonderful. And 2-3 trend you have predicted that physical plus digital will go away. All the three speakers are unanimous that physical is the new norm, physical as well as normal. And
Yes.
supply chain, you told that now e-pharmacy is booming up and there is a huge scope and opportunities in e-pharmacy. And as you ensure that Roche has again done the tie-up with pharmacy, and same type of tie-ups we will be seeing in the future, collaboration we will see in the future. And what is the need of the pharma professional all across, whether you are a salesperson or you are a marketing person or you are running a company, assess a flexibility is very, adaptability and flexibility, these two elements are very, you have to adopt with the new change. You cannot remain that things will become normal. You should be very quickly learn how to adopt, and flexibility is the need. You should be flexible. Don't be stringent. I will not go on the e-pharmacy. I will not go on that. You should be open for e-pharmacy also, and you should be ready for the brick and mortar, that is the medical stores also. So you should be open for everything. Thank you very much for the insights. Really, it is a good insight. So let us go first to Arun sir again. Sir, what do you think is the future opportunities looking into the scenario? What do you think the future opportunities are there? A lot of questions are also there, particularly to you, sir. Arun sir, this is question. Lot of stress is there with the field people, and they want to hear from you how to get rid of stress. Please share, Arun sir. Then I'll go to Subhasit also. Yes.
Thank you. I must thank first Mr. Dr. Hari, who has really explained the entire scenario on a real scale by putting data on in front of us. So I think what we were talking and what he put on data, so that because you cannot deny a data. Now coming back to question, as I said, see, this is what a life has told us. challenges and opportunities coexist. Challenge has come, and the bigger the challenge, greater opportunity you meet with. If you recall, I just mentioned that though people are saying the people who are expertise, who are experienced, who has a better connect with the customer are reaping the dividend. But what I said is the younger colleague of us who has a higher agility and adaptability are coping or will cope with the situation better than the experience. So it will be a tough competition to both of them. It is not that the younger people will be left behind because of the situation. No, because of their agility and I will say adaptability. Yeah, this will happen. Yes, the question coming to, that's the first thing that we have to overcome. That is a stress, the fear that is in mind. The fear at present situation can only be countered with precaution. And I stress precaution is the word that has to be with the part of life. You have to start doing this even within your house. Believe me, in my house, when I get my guest, I ensure I am with mask and I request my guest also to be with mask. So this is what level of precaution I'm talking. And I suggest I request my friends, younger friends who are in field day in and day out, please ensure that you are always with the precaution. I will stress, I have had a report, there are many customers, I mean, when I say customer, maybe chemist, mostly chemists, few doctors also, but seen that they are operating without mask, they are working without mask. I still say, my friend, please, this is one of the points that you can highlight to your customers. Say that precaution is the word for now. You take precaution, we will take precaution, and the precaution, we have to work with the precaution. Fear can be overcome only with the precaution, nothing else.
The
Thank
responsibility.
you, sir. I would like to go to Vinod, my colleague Vinod
Yeah.
Vaswani, to give an insight about what is
As,
the feedback from
yes.
Facebook and YouTube.
As rightly said by Yashwant, there are huge appreciation. As I said, live we have normally 100 audience which do turn up. Today on Facebook, we can see 70 audience only on Facebook which are there live and sharing continuously. The appreciations are coming. This is what is the success of our platform, to have eminent speakers. Dr.
It
Hariharan,
goes to the speakers, yes.
yes, as 10 minutes may you give lot of insights, value you addition which is there. And as always said, data is the new oil. So you are the most important person today because you are carrying the oil. So, and Dr. Arun, as you rightly said, Mr. Arun, as you rightly said, fear, which is fear, it makes me think there are two acronyms: forget everything and run, face everything and rise. So it is like, if you face everything, you can rise in life and come up in this fear, which is an opportunity. And there are, just to appreciate the people who are live on Facebook, Sabyasachi Chatterjee, who was one of our speaker. He is also like the insights by Dr. Hari, and Piyush Kumar, Kaushik Chakravarti, Prabhakar, Amin Roy. Amin Roy is one of our speaker. He was there. Thank you, Amin Roy, for being live. He says, Dr. Hari, it was very quite insightful session. So he has liked it very much, Amin Roy. Devdut Kaushal says, very nice insights, Hari. Dev, Dharmesh, and Ajmal Hussain, Shambhu, these have all appreciated not only Dr. Hari, but even Subhashish and Mr. Arun session. Amin Roy says, excellent talk, Dada. It was wonderful to be participant and listen to your words. Thank you very much. This is for Subhashish sir. Bikram Dev has appreciated Mr. Arun. Ajmal Hussain has appreciated Mr. Arun. Prabhakar, Suresh Rao. So there are huge appreciations which are coming on Facebook and live. Thank you, the audience. You have made this platform really big. Continue being with live. And as you know, this is live also, and recording link also you can share those who could not join us live. So with this, I will go to ICS for any questions which are there.
Yes. One question to Subhashish. So this is from Devdutt Kaushal. So digital fatigue syndrome, and my question is how to reduce the fatigue. So you talked about digital fatigue. So how to actually reduce? You're on mute, Dada. You're
Sir,
on-
you can unmute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Subhashish da. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Devdutt. To reply to your question, how to come out of the digital fatigue syndrome. As I said during my talk also, that we have to have a perfect customer profiling and only send customize every doctor's interest into their the social digital content, meaning that it cannot be a generalized digital message that we can send to our customers. Make it interesting, and the more it is interesting, the less would be the fatigue. The more it is going to be generalized, the more it is going to be a fatigue that we are going to develop. We cannot expect that, dear, good morning, sir. Today's prescription request is for Atolib. No, because remember, the same message is going to be sent by Sun, Zydus, XYZ, and 100 companies. So he gets a fatigue. But suppose you send something which is of his interest. Sir, good morning, sir. Since I'm aware that you are interested in new cars, so sharing you a couple of new cars which are going to be launched, he will read it. He is going to read it because you are answering him in his language, in his interest, rather than sending him a generalized message. Taking from something from the data which Hari has shared also, there's the same thing. The doctors want something which is of specific interest to him, not a generalized XYZ, which is being sent by each and every pharma company every morning. Remember, as I said, with data also, I have got WhatsApp where I have seen doctors sending counter messages, please stop sending me everyday brand reminders, because that is creating a lot of fatigue. Customize the content, make it interesting, make it crisp. Another one thing, you cannot send a Mahabharata because nobody has got time to read Mahabharata in WhatsApp. Make it crisp, make it interesting, make it individualized. Obviously, you will come out of the digital fatigue syndrome.
Yeah, thank
Well
you.
said.
Yeah. So one question, Piyush Pandey has reiterated that thank you so much, Arun sir. We are taking all the precautions. So, so you have actually gave the message straight to the team that precaution is very, very important, and it's a responsibility rather than a fear. Yeah.
There
Thank
is
you.
again appreciation
One
coming.
more, just
Yeah.
just a second,
Yes,
before I conclude that question. One more thing, which very interesting thing. See, this is an interaction from doctors. They say that every day, same topic of webinar. Please remember the marketing and the medical team of the pharma companies. We are getting requests, new trends in diabetes, new XYZ in cardiovascular. People, even the doctors are having a fear psychosis कि अरे यार वही same lecture सुनना है, फिर वही diabetes को ऊपर. Even the webinar topic can be of interesting rather than more science, because remember, they are having scientific knowledge. Until and unless it's an international speaker, then doctors obviously would find it interesting. Even your webinar topic can be something related to digital, the new norms of digital, in how the doctors can adopt. Because remember, doctors were not also familiar with this digital consultation. Now, if we can train them, if we can guide them through webinars, how to become more savvy with digital consultation, he would definitely attend such a webinar rather than listening to how to manage diabetes in COVID. Because almost 100 such webinars has happened on how to manage diabetes in COVID. So even the topic of webinar has to be interesting. Sorry to interrupt. I thought that my question.
Well said, well said. In fact, Dr. Hari wants to add on. He has raised his hand. Yes, Dr. Hari.
Subhashish, was that when we did a survey, we found out on an average a doctor got around 7 to 8 invitations per day for attending a webinar. So that's like an information overload.
Okay.
And as rightly said, the content of the webinar has to be very strong. Like in LPC, I have seen we have been running the series every Sunday, and the content which is there is highly appreciable because of our speakers. So that is what the content, if it is powerful, the series can go on like Mahabharat or Ramayana, these episodes which were there. Yes, Dr. Hari.
And there are companies who are doing it. If they do multiple webinars, but they have differential topics, which makes the doctor come back to their medium again.
Okay.
Which is should be the hook that pharma should look at.
Thank you. Arun sir wanted to add something.
Yeah, what I wanted to add is what Subhasis in the beginning has said, that phygital is the new word. And I strongly believe nothing can replace your physical connect. Now, challenge is how to create that. That's a challenge. We in general start our physical connect with a handshake, which has become a big no today. So we have to create that situation, and nothing can. I strongly believe, I do appreciate a lot digital medium and technology advancement, and that should be the way of life. But I strongly believe that nothing can replace a physical connect. So phygital is the word which has to be adopted and adopted by companies and the pharmaceutical.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Really good insight you have given, and lot of appreciation coming. Rajendra Sharma has also paid Mr. Arun sir seemingly high right regarding safety. That is the need of the hour. All other speakers are very close to reality. Thank you very much. Lot of appreciation coming. Sambhu Singh has also mentioned that very good statement made by Arun sir. Face everything and rise. Right. That is our need. Ajmal Hussain Kasab says, sir, please give some tips how to make the team more efficient during this situation. Sir, if you can give insight how to make a team, because those who are managers, sir, you can, Arun sir, you can feel the pain of the manager. There is a pressure from HO to revive the business, and there is a concern from the people how to keep the people intact. So this is really a point. You and Subhasis Dake again throw some light for first line and second line managers, sir. This is the pain area. Please touch upon this.
Yeah, I believe that one side, when a field force, when I say field force, it comes up to national sales manager. But a real problem today with the manager is how to keep their team charged, how to take their team out of that fear syndrome, how to motivate the team to get into and hit the deck. That's the real challenge. See, we always talk. If you recall, any consultant, anywhere you talk, there is two things that works for excellence in pharma industry. That is the competence and the commitment. That is the skill and your commitment. These are the two things that counts. Today, the time has come when you have to see how to ensure even a person with the average commitment come out and head the deck, and this is where challenges lie with the manager. So as I said, managers are basically coach, so they have to hit the deck first to make sure their colleagues follow them. So they have to lead by the example. They have to start from their self. Then only they can expect people to follow them.
Thank you very much, sir. Very good insight you have given. I and Vinod are from training. So really, we liked your program, that competence and commitment. These are the two important components for success, right, sir? And even in average, as a manager, you will not get perfect MR. Every time you will not get a perfect MR. Average MR also, with good motivation and direction, you can make him perfect. That is what is the point, right, sir? So you should ensure his safety profile, having empathy towards him, and also bring out the best in MR. Our experience here, I would like to share, many of the excellent people who are very good in therapy knowledge and English communication, they fail in the field. They do excellent in the training, but they fail in the field because the commitment level is very low. Yeah. On the other hand, those who get yellow card in our training program, they become star in the field because they know only thing leg work. सुबह निकल के 15 कॉल मुझे करना ही है, and that is the commitment level. They become the star. Yes, sir.
I'll just differ. It is not the legwork. It is the commitment.
Yeah, exactly. Passion. Passion.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah. Junoon.
Sir, it's today.
Junoon.
Yeah. Arun sir, it is
this
rightly
is the
said.
word which.
Go ahead.
just to add on, today they say it is no longer a hard work. It is both the combination of hard work and smart work.
Yes.
So
yes,
hard
yes.
work bhi chahiye, साथ साथ smart work bhi chahiye. If you have both, and as you rightly said, skill will
Yes.
balance.
Very
Subhashishta
important.
was raising the hand.
Yes,
So
Subhashita, please,
Subhashishta
please.
would like to add on.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I just want to add on to what Arun sir has said is how do we motivate our managers to charge up the field? So that motivation has to come from head office also. I would request that the head office team should also adopt certain motivational guidelines for the down the line, because remember, the managers have to first also come out of the fear syndrome. Then only they would be able to make the team come out of the fear syndrome.
That is true.
So you cannot expect if a manager himself is having a fear syndrome in his mind that he would be able to take the team out of fear. So how do we first make the managers? Here plays the role of head office team. The head office team has to assure the managers, have to give a comfortable message to the, has to have a comfortable talk. Gone are the days, because remember, everybody is suffering from stress, right? You cannot just add on a stress from head office ki target nahi ho raha, ye nahi ho raha, wo nahi ho raha, because then it adds. Please understand that poor chap, he has questions from his team in the field, as well as he has got questions from head office to answer. The managers always, I feel, become sandwiched between the team as well as the head office. So we have to, again, as I am repeatedly saying, that we have to adopt the new normals, as well as we have to set some new norms of working. The new norms of working in terms of training and coordination from head office, as well as passing it down the line to the medical rep through the managers. And that can be only done by making the managers more efficient, by making the managers more motivated. Because I remember Arun sir, since he was my first mentor in the field way back in 1999, whatever used to be my challenges, he used to only say that कि भाई इतना टारगेट है, इतना मैं तेरे को कर दूंगा, बाकी तू करके लाके दे. Right? That's the spirit, not that कि इतना तेरे को करना ही पड़ेगा. Then automatically the medical rep takes a back seat. So the whole culture has to change from top to bottom. From top to bottom it has to change, and that change has to be driven from head office, right? From the HO sales manager to the training manager to the marketing manager, how they can make the environment more conducive in this stressful environment. The environment is stressful, the environment is fearful. That's where the role of head office team plays very crucial, how we can motivate our team down the line. Because ultimately, remember, the head office team is still sitting in home, right?
Yes.
Or in their office in a protected environment, and it's a medical rep and the managers who are going down the lane every day. They are having a fear. We have to make them comfortable, give them comfort, treat them with empathy. And accordingly, automatically, if your team is feeling that your company is having a more empathetic approach today, they would definitely respond to you. Otherwise, it would be again a lose-lose situation. We have to create a win-win situation where everybody work together like a united team. There is nothing called head office and field in today's day. You have to work together. The team, the front-end team is working in the physical platform. The head office team is working with from a digital platform, and integrate to become a digital platform.
Yes, well said, sir.
Yes,
So there is a lot of appreciation coming. There are Sabyasachi Chatterjee says employee engagement must be a priority. Prabhakar says commitment always matters. Anand says no matter how digital the world becomes, it can never replace physical labor. And also there has been appreciation of Arun sir. Anand Bharadwaj says, respected Arun sir, I completely agree with you. So continue sharing your opinions on the Facebook. And we
I
have
think
Dr.
Dr. Hariharan has, yes.
Yeah,
Hari
Dr.
wants to
Hari
talk.
has to make a point. Yes, sir. Over to you, Doctor.
What Mr. Subhashish talked about empathy, I would also talk about that you need to trust your field person being sitting at
Yes.
home or when we are working on offline. Because we have seen instances where when there's a work given to the rep, the area manager or regional manager then calls the doctor and asks कि आपका phone आया था क्या? इनका phone आया था क्या? So have the trust of your rep saying that he is doing the job. He is also under the same stress the way that you are. So you need to value his time also and value him and have the kind of a support that you need to give to him.
Yes, yes, true. For a manager, first customer is only team.
Absolutely. And
Arun sir wants to add on. Yeah, Arun sir.
Yeah, what Dr. Hari said now, this mistrust and trust is not for now. Unless you trust, see, when you work, you can be with your people one day in a month, one day maybe in a 3 month, as per the designation of a manager. So it is that relation of a senior and junior comes with the trust. It has to be. It is nothing new in this now. What I wanted to add to what Dr. Hari was saying, that when you start your call with your colleague, you don't ask, did you make a call or not? First, you ask whether you are fine or not.
Yeah.
Now you start with that, you will get the answer that he has made a talk or not. He has done his work or not. So see, you start with empathy, what many of speakers were talking. That is the life. That is the part and parcel of your life. See, I said, I totally agree with Subhashish when he said head office is sitting at home and we can't show what we are working and how we are working, but there lies our responsibilities. There lies our responsibility. Our field colleague has to feel that I am with them, though I am not with them. This is where you can motivate your team.
Well said,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Today
Thank
they
you,
say emotional intelligence is one of the important
Very.
skill set which is required. So you have to be sensitive. Empathy is the key word. There has been an appreciation again come from Ajmal Khan. Ajmal Khan says salute to Das sir for great words. So Subhashish Das sir, there is an appreciation which is coming, and there is a question. Yes.
Go ahead.
Yashwant, you can
from
take
Amin Rai. There is a
Yes.
question from Amin Rai to Dr. Hari. Sir, as you mentioned that along with the acute diabetes portfolio was very, very drastically down in pre-COVID, in the first stage of COVID. Now, what is the situation of diabetes ranking in post-COVID analysis? Your opinion, Dr. Hari? Because Amin Rai, my friend, he is into diabetes, cardio-diabetes, so he's concerned about his therapy. So if you can give some insight.
so I'm sure that with now the clinics opening up and we would see traction in this particular thing. Unfortunately for diabetes, it is that the new cases has to come in, then only the market picks up from a perspective. But if we talk about the molecules within the categories as such, the patented molecules are doing exceptionally well. So there is no dearth of it. What has come down is predominantly combinations like your glimepiride metformin or plain metformin, which has come down from a market perspective. But as such, chronic is the number one market. As per the ranking of AWACS, if you talk about cardiology now supersedes anti-infectives. So cardiac has become the number one market in India, followed by anti-infectives. But if we compare cardio, diabeto, and the chronic market as such, it would be the number one market as such.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the crisp analysis of current scenario. So wait and watch policy is there, but the opportunities are there.
Yes,
Huge
absolutely.
opportunities. Yes. In the future, huge opportunities are there. Now people have adopted this as a new normal, so they will come out, they will go further. And telemedicine also will help in bringing the patients into the mainstream of diagnosis and treatment, so that a prescription will be generated. Right. So thank you very much. And any other insight, IC Swarma sir, from your side, any feedback? Yes.
So there is a lot of appreciation, and Kalayaraj sir, he appreciated Dr. Hari's session. Was very insightful. He is, he has his startup Scalivers. So he is also a great man in analytics. So he appreciates your effort and your session.
Great.
And Chetan Kumar, yes, connect is the big challenge in this scenario, and which has addressed by Arun sir, which has been again appreciated. And salute to Arun sir for real great words by Prabhakar. So people are really
Excellent insight.
So this is what I could see the leadership. See if you can see today the speakers, Arun sir and Subhashish and Dr. Hari, belong to the same team but at different levels. And today,
Yes, that is the best combination.
Yes.
Good insight we have got from field,
So,
from market, and from
I
analysis.
think
Analytics.
I think I see you should thank me for bringing Dr. Hari on board.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you
no,
very much.
I'll also thank you. I got a lot of insight,
Yes.
though I was in that thought process, but the way he presented and the data is the ultimately, whatever you say, data gives you the, I mean, that makes the thing clear. So his data presentation made things much clearer than what we, talked
And
about.
that's what I was telling to IC when we connected. I said that let's make the topic more interesting with data. And when it comes to data, only one person's name comes to my mind, and that is Dr. Hari, who
Oh,
is
yes.
working with me from, I think, 2009, Hari, if I'm not mistaken. Almost now
Till
11,
now,
12 years
11
we are working. 11, 12 years we are working.
You are a tough boss.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving insight. Before we close and take your closing remarks, let us recognize all the people who are watching also. There is a very good response actually from Facebook and YouTube. So Kushagra Mathur, Vivek Mani, Mehul Thakkar, Narendra Tiwari, Nishant Gaurav. Thank you very much everyone for watching and appreciating. Chandra Mohan, Prabhat Kumar, Saroj Khan, Deepak, and Jyoti Singh, Shalini Shetty, Suresh Sahu, Amin Roy, Gautam Singh, Shambhu Singh, Devdutt Kaushal, thank you very much. Lot of appreciation, Rajendra Sharma and Sandy Satya. These people have a lot of appreciations are there. We are not taking because of the time constraint. Rajendra Sharma has shared many things. Digital Ranjit Yadav, thank you very much. Prabhakar Bhumihar, Chetak Kumar, Raju Kumar, Ajmal Hussain. So a lot of thank you very much everyone for appreciating and connecting and asking questions. Before we close, let us
Yeah,
go to all the speakers.
Yashwant, just to add
yes.
on, there is
Yes.
recently one more
Yes,
update
yes,
has
yes.
come, which I will just like to share.
Sure, sure.
Ram Upadhyay, he is
Oh.
saying to Ram Upadhyay is to Arun sir, we are
Yes.
getting same working atmosphere as told here, working with Mr. Arun sir, as he is always makes us feel his presence even when he is away from us. So Ram Upadhyay is appreciating Arun sir. His presence is there even if he is away from us, and same atmosphere he is getting. So thank
Great,
you,
great,
Ram,
great.
for sharing your views and opinions.
Right. So
Yeah,
we'll go to Arun sir for final remarks, sir. A lot of appreciation has come. So your take home message for everyone. Last take home message. Thank you, sir.
I'll just put 3 points. The first point is precaution is the word to face this pandemic. This is a big challenge, but it offers you a greater opportunity. How you cash on that depends on you. It's a great opportunity for leader to create a team, to develop a team, to create the trust in the team. And the last and not the least, market dynamics are changing fast and has changed because of pandemics. I'll just say few reports what I have got it from few places that the smaller, younger people has taken over the icons of the town. I'll not much into. I think everybody understand that. So market dynamics has changed. Your behavior has to change accordingly. And I agree what Subhashish said first. Physical is the word now. You cannot replace physical connect, but digital advancement is a must.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Subhashish, your thought.
Okay, first of all, thanks to Life Pharma Coalition once again, and to the audience for listening to us for the last 1.5 hours. Again, from where I started, please hang on. Hang on is the word to come out of the fear and distress time that we are going through. We have to hang on, maybe another 3 to 4 months, or maybe another 5 to 6 months, but do not increase your blood pressure. Do not increase your blood sugar levels. Hang on, revise your basics, do whatever is the best possible to contribute towards your organizational goals. This is one thing. You cannot ignore the new norms of the COVID, like wearing a mask. Please, please, please. जैसे पहले आप लोग काम पे निकलने से पहले चेक करते थे कि बाइक का चाबी लिया, हेलमेट लिया, विजुअल एड लिया, वर्किंग बैग लिया. सिमिलरली आज के नया नॉर्म्स का ये है कि सबसे पहले मास्क लिया, सैनिटाइजर लिया, ग्लव्स लिया. So please do not go out for working in the field without a mask or a protection. You have to hang on to this because your life is precious to your family as well as to the organization. We don't want to compromise on the health issue of yours just by risking yourself. So do not risk yourself. If you find that it's a COVID hospital, then talk to your manager, talk to your HO. So and so hospital is a COVID. Can I, for the time being, do not work there? Do not risk yourself. Just hang on with protection. Hang on with protection, and do not fear. Remember what I started off. If you are productive, if you are efficient, you definitely are valuable to the organization. So you should not have the fear कि मेरा job चला जाएगा, ये COVID कब First and foremost, calm down. The new norms are going to be gradually adopted by all of us. जैसे एक जमाने में जैसे शुरू में हम लोग बहुत सारे चीज नया सीखते थे ना, तो टाइम लगा सीखने में, तो अभी ये भी हमें टाइम लगेगा. बिकॉज रिमेंबर, this virus is going to stay with us lifelong. It is going to be another virus like a HIV virus or like a flu virus or something like. ये घूम फिर के आएगा ही आएगा. The only thing is now we are going to have medicines, we are going to have vaccines, we know how to tackle this virus with mask and sanitizer. So remember this thing. So first thing is, again, connecting with Anup's answer, please do not increase your stress level. Do whatever is the best possible to contribute towards organizational goal. Second point is, again, when I use the word phygital, I was going through a couple of comments. There is nothing called, when I talked about phygital, remember again, the physical PHY came first and then came the digital word. It's phygital, it is not DGFE. Okay, so there is nothing to worry about कि कल को कंपनी digitalize हो जाएगा तो मेरा role क्या होगा. Nothing. Everybody has a role to play. Remember, every efficient and productive person has a role to play in the organization. So keeping that in mind, learn how to coordinate and work together under the phygital environment. And third is, obviously, entire planning has to be there. Remember, we have a lot of shortages in products. That is because of lack of planning. At least 45 to 60 days planning when I talk with my production team, because today the raw materials are becoming very difficult to procure because India has a very high dependency of importing raw materials. So proper planning of between sales team, marketing team, production team, finance team has to be there. We have to work all together. Working together under the phygital with protection is my last concluding remarks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Really insightful. The amount of information and learning we got today is really awesome. And a lot of, I and Vinod being from training, we are thinking if we can develop a training module on this. Right. Before I go to the last speaker, Dr. Hari, just an announcement for the viewers. We have shared our mobile number in the WhatsApp chat book. I request in the Facebook chat box. I request all the viewers to share their name and designation. The purpose is we are also building a database of all the Life Pharma Coalition members so that we can inform you about the future program and we can also include you being a part. That is the purpose. So please share your, both are WhatsApp number. Please share your name, designation, and which company you are working for to build a database and to include you into the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much. Now I go to Dr. Hari for the final remarks. Yes, Dr. Hari.
Yeah, everybody has talked about it, so I'll just keep it to the minimum. We need to really take care about not only the sales team, but the management also has a very critical role in going forward, especially to understand what a doctor wants. Because since we are at HO and the doctor is there on the field and the rep is there on the field, we really need to customize our reports that we send across WhatsApp or any other social media, which needs to be very clear, crisp, innovative, and also please note it has to be mobile friendly. So a lot of doctors see it on the mobile So it has to be mobile friendly. So we need to have a customization content in that perspective. Number two, we definitely see a lot of innovative products doing well in the market. Like, for example, if I talk about VitaForce, or also a brand called as Citravite XT from Farmet. So that's the future. Build brands and make it big, because bigger mega brands is what is driving the force out here, and that will what will derive our future as such. And to complete with the last statement, yes, in pharma is going through a very touch phenomena, but I'm sure that it will come out of it, and everybody has to work towards it. Like I'll take a like example of yesterday's match between CSK and MI, which we talked about. CSK is the team of daddies, and MI is a young team. But the daddy team and the young team came together to win it yesterday, where the young blood and the old blood came together and won the match for CSK yesterday. So that has to be the critical aspect, and all of us should work together and making success going forward. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Really, it was an insightful session. And before I go to Raman and Vinod for final remarks, all the viewers who have first time attended our Life Pharma Coalition, please keep in mind, every Sunday, 11 o'clock, we go live. So even if you don't get the intimation, you can log on to Facebook, Life Pharma Coalition, and you can watch every Sunday, 11 o'clock, we are live. So over to Vinod for the final remarks.
Thank you, Yashwant. As rightly said, we are Life Pharma Coalition. We are doing all the efforts being taken, team put together, whether it is Raman, Yashwant, ICS, myself, all the teamwork which is there, and we want the best to come to you. That is the reason we look in for the speakers who are there, who can share their knowledge, update you on a regular basis on Sunday. So kindly do share your data, your name, as asked by Raman, as asked by Yashwant in the group, so that it becomes easier for us to compile the database with there of the viewers, your name, mobile number, WhatsApp number, which is there. And I once again thank you. It was highly insightful day for us. Being on Sunday and 1.5 hour taking out on Sunday is not an easy task. And we had a Facebook itself going above 70. So that was a viewership which we have a live, which is commendable. And a lot of insights, whether Arun sir, even Subhashish sir and Dr. Hari, the real oil, which is there, the data was shared. So that is what we have in Life Pharma Coalition every Sunday, bringing the eminent speakers. Kindly, if you are not able, or if any of your friend is not able to view the live, share the same link, recording can be viewed. We have more than 4,000 views of recording within a week's time. So thank you to our all eminent speaker. With this, I will go to Raman for final analysis.
Yeah, thank you so much, yeah, sir. Thank you so much, Vinod sir, all the speakers, Arun sir, as well as Dr. Hari and Subhashish sir. I will just put forward you last week, the PC page as well as the YouTube. This time, unfortunately, due to a technical issue, YouTube, we won't be able to go live. But Facebook, the page, the Life Pharma Coalition page, it has been reached to 13,800 people in a week's time, and engagement of the post is 4,588, and the people, those who has joined as a new people, those who like the Life Pharma Coalition page is the 120. And looking at the last LPC 20, 19 and 18, so the people reaches at around the 4,000 for the each, and the people engagement is the close to 800 the people. Now coming to today's excellent the reach that today we got it. When the technology is sometimes has a limitation, but the another way, the technology always the positive way. So the highest number of today people who is live onto only one platform is Facebook. So 76 was the highest reach at the peak, and this many of the people they reach it. Now to people reach the, I think on the live, this is the first LPC 21 is the first time that we have reached 2,718 people. So that is the highest reach that we got it for the LPC 21. Also the comments. So not only the 50 or 75 comments, 126 comments are there. and the people those who is like, there is 108. So thanks to all the eminent speaker, those who has delivered the very valuable content to all the audience, Facebook live audience, as well as this link, it will be given onto Facebook. So last final, the closing remarks for all our audience, those who was live, put a comments, like. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank